First map is Ohana, and after that, loser's choice. Kind of a little bit of a delay. Sorry that we had that delay, folks, but someone didn't want to come back. So Z versus P, Ohana. So in the top of Ohana, we have Sanctum. And in the bottom of Ohana, we have the Protoss NZZ Splinter. I'm going to call him Splinter because it'll be easier. So Splinter is a yellow Protoss. It's a weird name.
How do you think this Protoss will open up against Zerg?
You don't think he will what?
I said, how do you think this Protoss will open up against...
Oh, he should go Fast Forge Expand. That's what I would do. But even if even if he's a leg apart, that's what I would do. But some might go one gate expand. It's not really... Fast Forge Expand's the more norm now, I believe. I don't think it's any difference right now. And it could be a high goal too, playing Platinums. Or else it wouldn't have entered the tourney. So we'll see how Sanctum wants to do it. Now, Speedlings are very good against Protoss because if you don't have your wall down properly, Speedlings can just come in and work a day. So, now, if Sanctum doesn't go for pool first, it goes for hatch first, that will go Splinter time for the wall, which he's not. He's coming out with this pool first, which is actually smarter because cannon harass too. So I have to watch out for that when you're against Protoss. Always now saving up his minerals, so he's going Nexus first, which could be dangerous.
Just depends on when that scout from Sanctum gets there. Does Overlord going across slowly? Although I do myself, I prefer pool or hatch first before pool. I like the 3 hatch before pool against Protoss.
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about the cannon rush. If you get your overlords in the right spot, they tend to you tend to be able to stop it fairly easily.
Now, I didn't place a pylon down to block, block that expansion, but still no lings. We do have, I think, more drones. So, yeah, 4 lings are in production, so you will be able to get that probe out of there and probably go scout at the same time. Wall is just about done though, so it should be okay versus these 4 lings.
Important to note though, still no cybernetics core and still no pylon or cannon. There's the cannon right there. I still don't see a cybernetics core anymore. So warp gate will be just a little bit late. No gas is taken as of yet. There's the first gas form right there.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious as to why he's walled off like this, actually. This definitely not roach proof at all.
No, and it's not even Baneman bust proof.
So I have to see how that really comes out. The 4 lings will come up, get this cutting done, go back. Does lose a ling. But he does understand the wall is probably weak. Probably come up busted or do something with it. Now Zerg went for a quick third as well, so we do see that coming down for Zerg. The Cyber Core is coming up now, but no, just getting second guessed now, so already had 1.
You've seen that wall for the Zerg. It's going to kind of give him at least a sense of comfort. He didn't see the cybernetics core, which probably means it's not down yet, which means he doesn't really have to worry about warp gate for a little while. So he knows that he can drone pretty hard here at the start of the game and not really be too concerned about any sort of early aggression or any sort of heavy early aggression. He could see the typical stalker zealot, but unlikely that he sees much more than that with such a late cybernetics core.
Yeah, good point there. With this cyber core being late, he does understand that warp gate is not going to be for a while, so that does give her more time to do the droning. Skills are definitely right on that. And you can drone real heavy, and then probably just go with probably queens for defense. Could send in this few zealots for tracking, but that's about all you can do with no warp. So warp is about halfway done right now. We have 2 additional gates coming out for Protoss as well. Pretty well saturated on his natural as well, so he could actually put his and his main is not bad either. So pretty good saturation right now.
And right now with those 4 gates, we could see some sort of push into Sanctum, but right now Sanctum is droning so hard. He's going to have so many minerals, and a little interested to see that he hasn't started a queen on his 3rd base yet. It's a little bit of a mistake there. Having that queen there really gives you the larva to work with, but you can see his 3rd's already almost fully saturated, and hopefully he gets that queen soon. He's floating too many minerals, or a little more minerals than he should. Starting that layer, getting metabolic boosts, and right now any sort of 4-gate aggression should be pretty much just destroyed. He's going to be quite a ways away, or a bit ahead of Splinter at this point.
Yeah, and you could see that Sanctum, Sanctum has 5 gas and code and getting a 6 as well. So very gas heavy as well, which could be maybe he's gonna go in faster type once the layer comes out, or is this gonna, get early roach? But no roach worn down, so that's really what he's going to do with this layer. That's going to be a question. No roach warren, absolutely no bathing nest. I'm kind of curious as to what build he's really doing here.
Yeah, both of them seem to be taking rather uncharacteristic build. There's 2 more gates coming down, so Splinter being more than warp gates. We got a Robo Bay coming down, as well as a Twilight Council, so they'll probably be going for Blink Stalkers. And I'm actually surprised that Splinter has not dropped his macro hatchery. Normally when you get these full 3-up and saturated, you want to get that macro so you can really start churning out those units faster than Protoss can warp them in. And there's the Blink research started.
But here's the thing, like Zerg is getting their Spire now, but other than that, that's it. Like he has no roach warren, no infestation pit. I don't even see evolution chambers here for upgrades, so at this point I'm really concerned.
I actually think he should do fairly well. It's going to come down to these force fields from this 1 sentry. He's going to probably go Mutaline style, but he's got a lot of lings up front there. Should be more than enough to deal with the amount of sentries that he's going to see. He's sending in those zealots and that sentry that is going to be cleaned up in a hurry. Good force fields though, doing as much damage as he could, but right now there's just too many lanes, and once those Muta pops out, he's really going to start harassing.
Yeah, Mutas can wreck a Protoss day if he's not prepared for it. But I'm still kind of concerned. We have +1 coming out for the Mutas as well, making the Mutas that more powerful. Still weak, but yet that +1 can do a lot of damage. Blink is just about done. So is armor level 1 as well, so he's going to be on 1-1. Can go to 2, +2 because he did get Twilight, you said. So.
Well, it's going to be important right now. Notice these Mutas, they're probably going to stream down this right side. That's where I would go, come down and check out and maybe take out that mineral line, but it's not going to matter. Right now these Blink Stalkers are moving out. Looks like he's going to set up and try and take his 3rd. If these Zerglings and Mutas fly down there right now, he can take out this entire army and just stream in and win the game. He's got 5 more Mutas on the way, 20 more Zerglings. He's really starting to pump up his army. This Zerg is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, and Splinter, he's getting Immortals and all, but Immortals don't do anything, really don't do a whole lot against Lings, and they really don't do a whole, and absolutely nothing against Muta. So, an interesting composition I would have went with that Zealots, but those Blink Stalkers do come in, try to take out the Mutas. The Mutas did take out some probes. As you can see in the worker kill count, Sanctum did get 14 probes.
Here's the thing, he stayed maybe just a little bit longer than he should have on those Mutas. Once you get a few of those, as soon as you see those Blink Stalkers, you want to be out of there and you want to be coming in that front gate with your Lings. Important thing to notice right here, it's going to come down to the micro of this Colossus and those Mutas. If they can take out that Colossus, those Zergling army is just going to rip right through those Blink Stalkers if they're not blinked properly. This is really going to be a big engagement that we have coming up here.
And finally, Infestation Pit is coming down very, very late. We do have the macro hatch coming, 2 macro hatches in fact, coming down in the main. So again, very interesting play. Absolutely no road swarm. Now we do have the attack here, so these, the Colossus does get taken down, but those mules right now. I mean, as long as he's got the blank and he's got some force field, he should be able to keep his army intact. The Midas are, just waking away at the stalkers. Again, that's 1-1 Midas, and they are so very powerful. Don't want to leave that immortal all by himself. That would be bad.
Right now, we're going to see a bunch of lings as a retaliation to that push. These lings are just going to take out this army. If he plays this smart, he should push those lings out. He knows that there's not much blink stalkers left. He needs to really push in right now, but he looks like he's content to sit where he is. That also is important. Sanctum needs to start staying on top of those injects, so he has the larva to deal with. And there he goes. Looks like he's going to get it. Right now, it looks like 123 food and 141 food, as opposed to 73 for Splinter. It's definitely not looking good for our Protoss player, especially if the Zerg player decides that he really wants to push, which is what he should be doing right now.
Yeah, and he is also on 5 total bases as well, so at this point, I mean, he has not mined out as of yet on any of his bases. His natural is getting sort of mined out. Those blank stalkers are coming in. They're going to do some work right now. This could be trouble for Zerg. I'm not necessarily where those drones are really going. It's going to lead Protoss to another base right now, so maybe that's what he wanted to do.
Yeah, he's probably just trying to give him what a lot of people affectionately refer to as a retard maggot. He wanted him to follow and just get trapped right here. Looks like a lot of damage being done by those meters. He should be able to take out all these blink stalkers, focus these stalkers down, but more blink stalkers being warped in. He's doing a lot of damage to those meters. Oh, he could have stayed in and finished this force off, but it looks like he's just going to pull out and try and save the day. Looks like this single immortal's taking out this hatchery up here, and it looks like his 4th also is going to be left alone. Both players content pulling back. A little bit surprised we're not seeing more aggression out of them.
I'm kind of interested why Protoss didn't try to take out that hatch there. I mean, he had enough units to do it.
Right now, this Protoss is, I believe, doing pretty much what he should be doing. He's pulling in, he's trading efficiently, and these Zerglings just aren't doing enough yet. I'm not sure if they're not upgraded completely or what, but they're definitely, they're still on 0-0. I don't know why Sanctum hasn't upgraded these yet. He's invested a lot into the mutas, and he's not investing in the leads. But oh my gosh, so many mutas taking out these blink stalkers. He should be able to wipe them out right here. Not even worry about those zealots right now. These blink stalkers are going to go down, and then he'll go clean up those zealots, and then it's to his main base.
Yeah. Infestors, the pit is down. We do have a whole bunch of, 2 macro hatches are in the main, but the 3rd was taken out as well. Sorry, I missed that. The 4th is injured, and the 5th is, well, not doing really anything other than maybe giving extra. But those meters are coming in now, and they're just gonna take out the economy.
These meters should be able to end the game right here. There's just too many of them. It looks like we may have a blink stalker counter and not too many Zerglings there to defend. He may be able to do some damage here as well. It might turn into a base race, but those meters just do so much AoE damage. Taking out those pylons, he's going to try and shut down all these gateways and prevent any more warp-ins. But oh man, these blink stalkers, they could do so much damage. They are +1/+1. Zealots coming in as well. They're going to take out that infestation. They take out that queen. Oh, as Zerglings come out, they're just being killed. He's going to take this hatchery out, I think. We'll see who ends up winning this base race.
Yeah, unfortunately, like Zerg's got another base. Protoss is right now, and Zerg doesn't really have to worry because he took out, took out all his production. He has nothing right now. All he's got, he has no meter defense at all.
Yeah, but it is important to note that these blink stalkers, they do a lot of damage, and he still has 430 minerals. He's going to try and push this to the end. I just think it may be too little too late for these blink stalkers. Little surprised that Sanctum never upgraded his Zergling units. It could have been a lot easier for him, but it's just so many units. It's just going to be too much damage, and we should see both these Nexuses fall, and then it'll be GG shortly thereafter.
Splinter is still trying his best, trying to take down these hatches. The layer does go down, blinks away from the broodlings.
The important thing to notice here is if you look at that one base on the top left, it's just below what was Sanctum's main. He has 9 spine crawlers there, and that's just going to be too much for those blink stalkers to deal with. Once he sees that, he's going to GG, because he's going to know he just can't compete with these mutas and those spine crawlers.
And yeah, I mean, these mutas are just gonna clean up that army. I mean, there's no way that he has not blink stalkers to encounter that.
And I'm a little surprised that he's not producing drones, etc., etc., just to saturate. He's got some idle drones over there on his base on the right. He's not producing drones like he could. If he's that worried, he definitely, he definitely could be producing those drones to get his economy up and running. Splinters, he's just down to those last blink stalkers.
I mean, there's no way that Sanctum's gonna lose, because he has 2 more bases now. At where the Protoss was. So why isn't the Protoss lost yet? Oh, okay, a couple of pylons.
Looks like right now, these mutas, they're just searching for these last final pylons, and they've got those blink stalkers chased away. They should be able to just finish this game off right here. 2 pylons and a gateway, finish it off, and that'll be a GG. Very well played from Sanctum. It looks like Splinter just let him get a little too far ahead there. Definitely can't let Zerg macro on 3 base for 10 minutes.
Well, I was really concerned that he didn't have a Rouge farm, but I guess he just played his cards right, and he just used the mutas and lings, and it seemed to work. So,
and which is slightly surprising, considering he didn't upgrade those links. Normally you want to make sure those are 3/3s, and you just take those blink stalkers out. It's GG. Would be a little bit easier there, but Sanctum did a good job.